welcome to a special Mac Apps video for you. As you can see here on my browser window, today, February 16th, 2012. You may be watching this video at a later date, depending on how YouTube decides to process and upload this evening. But nevertheless, today I have a special video for you. Apple released a little sneak peek, in their words, of their new OS X update, or their new operating system update, due out later this summer. And the tagline is, OS X Mountain Lion arrives this summer with all new features inspired by the iPad. The Mac just keeps getting better and better. So as suspected by many of the pundits in the tech world, as well as myself, I do not consider myself a pundit, but I did consider myself knowledgeable of this topic. They're taking more and more of the iOS operating system, which, for those of you who do not know, that's the operating system running on the iDevices, the iPhone, the iPad, the iPod Touch, and they're transferring those features over to the OS X, which is the operating system that is running on my MacBook as we speak. So there's a load of new features that are coming in this update, and I'm going to run through a few of those and hopefully give you my opinions and thoughts on this, and we'll go from there. So anyways, let's go ahead and go into this one first. Let's go ahead and go up here to the Features tab here. Inspired by iPad, reimagined for Mac. So what they're doing is they're taking a lot of the features from the iDevices, like I said, and they're transferring them over to the operating system OS X. The first one they start out with is iCloud and Mountain Lion. Sign in once with your Apple ID, and iCloud is automatically set up across your Mac. What this is a online storage. You do have to pay for it. It keeps your mail, calendar, contacts, documents, and more stuff on every device you use. So theoretically, you could keep all of your stuff in the cloud. That sounds so happy. You could keep it in the cloud and access it from your iPhone, your iPad, your iPod Touch, your MacBook, your Mac Pro, whatever Mac devices that you possess. You could access those. And I believe you actually, I don't know if you can do it cross-platform on a Windows. I don't think you can, because I think it's a native app to Mac. But if you know that, let me know. So you just sign in using your Apple ID, and you do have to pay for that. So a certain fee for each amount of storage. Messages. It does everything iChat does, and so much more. Oh gosh, they promised the moon. I like Apple more than anybody, but sometimes they overshout what sometimes they do. So they're naming this new message system Messages. You can actually download the Messages beta today if you want to, so go check that out. You can send photos, videos, documents, and contacts over the Messages platform. And then right here, you can see here, you can see, I'm zooming in there, you can see a little more of a better view of that. So it looks very similar to Skype interface as far as the chatting goes, but it looks just like you're texting on an iPhone or iMessaging through an iPad or whatever it is. So you can send photos, nothing new there. Delivery receipts, you can see whether it's been delivered, lets you know it's been arrived. You can make it face-to-face. You can go right into their FaceTime. And for those of you who don't know what FaceTime is, it's kind of like Apple Skype. You can turn it on your iPhone 4 and above, so 4 and 4S, and you can see each other and video chat across the airwaves there. Reminders is a new app coming. It's pretty much, I've done a few reviews of some task list stuff, but this one is Apple's native application coming. It says here, it's let's see here, nothing slips your mind. You can search, you can make lists, you can tag things to make them more important, and that's reminders. Notes, a feature for your thoughts. And Mountain Lion, you will have a, it's kind of like the note down here. If you look, stickies, it's kind of like stickies on steroids. You can quote me on that. It says notes, and Mountain Lion is designed for whatever's on your mind. Think it up, jot it down. You can add pictures, you can sync it to iCloud, send it in mail or a iMessage, whatever you may want to do. As with anything in the iOS world, it syncs with everything. So you put it in here, it'll probably sync with your iCal, then go to your address book, and then you can do this and that and that and this. So everything with Apple works in a nice, beautiful circle. Notification center. This is big. This is big. If you have an iPhone or iDevice, you know what this is. You can drag down on the screen on the iPhone and see this. It lets you know if you have any game center, friend request, App Store. It lets you know about updates, messages. Do you have any new messages, FaceTime stuff, mail stuff? So you can see what's up, in their words. Swipe to check out your new mail or messages. So what it pretty much is, you can swipe to the left or to the right, or however you set it up under your system preferences, and the notification, whatever they're calling it, what is it, notification center will show up. So it's not bogging your system down. So it's not there all the time. It's running in the background, and you just swipe away, and the notification center becomes visible, and you can see everything. So it's not going to interrupt anything that you may be doing. So here's some notification banners. See there, up there in the top right corner. You can see some notification banners coming in, and then notifications everywhere. You're getting them while you're looking at your iPhoto library. So pretty cool, pretty cool. Share sheets. This was something intriguing that I found. It says you'll find share buttons and many OS Mountain Lion apps. It's the new easy way to spread the word. Links, photos, and videos too. Send links from Safari. Send your notes via mail and messages. Post photos to Flickr. Send videos to Vimeo. It's just the world becoming more and more reliant on social networks and social media sites, and the new Web 2.0. It's getting easier and easier to tweet the links, to share on Facebook. So Apple is just making it easier for you to do that. So they're promoting here the photo booth. Use the share button in photo booth to tweet your photos. So now you can send it directly to Twitter. You can send it in iMessage to Flickr and whatnot. So Twitter. So this is coming in Mountain Lion, a new Twitter native application. I'm not going to go into much detail with that. It's just a native Twitter application within. Actually, it's not a Twitter application. Excuse me, that's completely wrong. It's saying pretty much they've partnered with Twitter per se, and all their apps are tweet friendly. That just sounds funny coming off your mouth. Game Center. Mac gets in on the game. This is a big announcement. If you're into games such as I am, and many other of my viewers and listeners, Game Center is kind of like Xbox Live for Mac games. It's like the Steam, where you can get achievements, you can compare with your friends, and this is coming for Mac apps. Game Center everywhere. So see here, you got a game on your iPad, you got a game on your Mac. It syncs. All your Game Center stuff is together, which is wonderful. AirPlay mirroring. Your Mac is on a TV. This new feature in Mountain Lion is made for an audience. With AirPlay mirroring, you can stream what's on your Mac to your HD TV. So you got Hulu. You want to play some, you want to do some, get some action in on some Office, some episodes you've backlogged. You can watch it on the TV, directly streaming from your MacBook. That's pretty cool. Gatekeeper, just another security feature. I'm not going to run down much on that. It makes your Mac safer. It's kind of stemmed from the right here, the Time Machine, just a newer way of doing it. Control what you install. Install apps only from the Mac App Store from identified developers or from anywhere you want. So just another way to protect your Mac. All new features for China. Not going to go into China stuff today. So that's kind of some of the new features coming in, the Mac OS Mountain Lion sneak peek. I opened up an article that's CNET, cnet.com, www.news.cnet.com. It says Mountain Lion takes more bytes out of the iOS, which is what I had just been hitting on there. It says here when it's due out later this summer. Apple's got a new big cat on the prowl. That's just great journalism at work there. And then it's just pretty much telling you a recap of everything that I just said. And then it goes down here to say what's new. It's adding a bunch of new features, including the new messaging system, the new Game Center, sharing content via Twitter, Flickr. So what's not from iOS? It's telling you some stuff that they are missing. And then it tells you some stuff that's still missing, a new OS 10 every year. So down here, it gives you a timeline of some of the stuff that or the timeline of the Mac OS 10 updates. So 10.0 was Cheetah. That was the original OS 10 release. It was 129 retail. And then Puma came out in September of 01, and then Jaguar, and then Panther, and then Tiger, and then Leopard, Snow Leopard, Lion, and now Mountain Lion. They're running out of cats. So that's kind of the timeline there. And they're saying pretty much here, are they going to release one each year, which they skipped 2010, 2008, but they released one in 2011. Now they're going to release one in 2012. So hopefully maybe they'll keep this trend going and continue making this stuff better and better. My brief analysis of this is I'm very happy. I believe that the more things they can improve, the more features they add, the better. The one thing that does scare me is that we'll be going to a exclusively iOS type operating system, and a lot of the features on the iOS devices I love, but I don't know if for some of the processing and some of the workflow that I do, I don't know if I want it to get to be to where it's so close to the iOS devices that I'm not allowed to do some things that I need to do via the regular operating system. So I hope they don't cross the line too much, but it's going that way. The operating systems that you're going to be seeing on the computers, on the Mac computers in 5 years, is going to be so close to what you see on the iOS in the next few years that it's going to be crazy. So they're going to blur that line, and I don't know how far they're going to take it. I am very excited about the new Game Center stuff. Very excited about that. Pretty excited about the messages and the way you can share stuff. So for me, doing the social media stuff with what I do on YouTube will be cool. The notification center is great. The AirPlay will be wonderful to play stuff on, on your TV. And the iCloud stuff, if you're want to keep your stuff on the cloud and access it anywhere, is always good. So I like what they're doing. I like what they're implementing, and I'm sure there will be a number of new features that will come out down the pipeline before this thing hits store shelves. I'm wondering what the price point will be. Snow Leopard was, I believe, $29.95 for one install and $49.95 for a family of computers. So hopefully they'll stay around that same price point. If they can do that, they're totally blowing Windows out of the water. Windows 7 and then Windows 8 or whatever it may be that's coming out next. Their prices are so much higher on a scale platform, or on the scale, that it's completely, when you look at it, it's like, man, they're taking this price point down to a place to where anyone and everyone can update their systems on day one. So again, recap, this is OS X Mountain Lion. It was, I believe it was a press release by Apple, or if they released it on their website, or I think it was just a website update. So OS X Mountain Lion will be released sometime later this summer. We don't have an exact date of when it will hit, but we do know it's coming in the very near future. And it will be before the holiday season, so everybody should have this running before the fall of 2012. And I'm excited. I'm very excited. But again, I'm just hoping that it doesn't blur the line too much. So, anyways, I'm going to end this video with a little video that Apple has here on their website. Hopefully this does not break any copyright laws. I think it should not, but we'll see if this video loads up, and we'll see what they got here.
With OS X Lion, we brought some of the fundamental elements of the iPad experience to the Mac. This summer, less than a year later, we're taking that experience even further with OS X Mountain Lion. The next release of the world's most advanced desktop operating system. By bringing some of the most popular features from iPad and iPhone to Mountain Lion, we're making the Mac better than ever.
Game Center. So excited.
Here's a sneak peek at some of the new features you'll be seeing in Mountain Lion.
This is just going to recap what I just showed you.
iMessage has been a huge hit on iPhone and iPad, and Mountain Lion brings it to the Mac with Messages. It lets you send free, unlimited messages from your Mac to anyone on an iPhone, iPad, iPod Touch, or on another Mac.
That's cool.
You can also send and receive contacts, photos, and even HD video. With Messages, you can start a conversation on your Mac and pick it up on your iPhone, iPad, or iPod Touch. Reminders is the best way to do to-dos on your iPhone and iPad. And now it's part of Mountain Lion too. Reminders make it easy to create any type of list and organize tasks into custom lists. And thanks to iCloud, all your reminders are pushed to all your devices automatically. So no matter where you go, your reminders go with you. The Notes app makes it easy to jot down thoughts on iPhone and iPad. With Mountain Lion, it's just as easy on a Mac. Create a note, add photos, movies, and links. Notes lets you add bullet points, formatted lists, and rich text. You can even tear them out and pin them on your desktop. And since iCloud syncs your notes, all your notes are available on all your devices, automatically. Notification Center makes it easy to keep up with the notifications on your iPad and iPhone. And now with Mountain Lion, the Mac gets a unified Notification Center too. Notification Center gives you an elegant way to keep track of the new stuff that pops up on your Mac. New emails, messages, calendar events, reminders, system updates, and even notifications from third-party apps. New notifications appear in the same place on your desktop, then go away. If you want to see more, just click on a notification, or use this simple swipe from anywhere on your Mac, and the desktop slides away to reveal Notification Center. iPhone and iPad let you share photos, links, and more with a tap. With Mountain Lion, it's just as easy to share on a Mac, and you can do it without ever leaving an app. Just look for the Share button, found throughout the apps in Mountain Lion. Click it, and you'll see sharing options that are tailored for the app you're using. You can post to sites like Twitter, Vimeo, and Flickr, and share links, photos, videos, and documents using Mail, Messages, or AirDrop. Game Center expanded the world of social gaming by connecting millions of users on iPhone, iPad, and iPod Touch. Now, Game Center is coming to the Mac, so you can play head-to-head and turn-based games between your Mac and an iOS device. Game Center shows you the games your friends are playing and recommends new games you might like. Challenge your friends to a game, or connect with Game Center members anywhere around the world. And when you finish playing, you can check out the leaderboards to see how your scores rank and score some bragging rights. AirPlay Mirroring lets you wirelessly share whatever's on the screen of your iPad 2 and iPhone 4S to your HD TV using your Apple TV. Now with Mountain Lion, you can do the same thing from your Mac. Stream presentations, videos, web pages, spreadsheets, and more without ever plugging in a single cable. Thanks to AirPlay Mirroring, it's never been easier to share what's on your Mac, everywhere from the conference room to the living room. So that's a sneak peek at Mountain Lion, the next release of the world's most advanced desktop operating system.
So there it is, Mac OS X Mountain Lion, the new update to the OS X operating system line here, and I think it's going to be great. It's coming later this summer, so that's my thoughts and views and overview, and I'll see you next time.
To fire it burns. These are the signals of my dying nerves, singed by the heat of your lines and curves, into a fire that could scorch the earth.